What's going on, guys? This is Easy Breezy, and in this video I'm going to be talking to you guys about what it's like to date an Aquarius female. Okay, so first, before we get into it, I'm going to show you guys Aquarius celebrities so you can see what that kind of looks like, what they act like, and just kind of like their spirit. Carrie Hilson, Alicia Keys, Gucci Mane, Bert, Bob Marley, Oprah Winfrey, Kelly Rowland, Chris Rock, Brandy, and last but not least, The Weeknd. All right, so now that you got an idea of what an Aquarius may look like, I'm going to go ahead and talk about the positive qualities. So we are very eccentric, really unique and out there and creative. Humanitarian qualities in us. We're very thoughtful and giving. Sometimes I'll say almost too giving. And we're just like loyal, very loyal, great friends, and very spontaneous. So when it comes to like dates and just like activities, like you can never ever be bored with an Aquarius, period. The downfalls, I would say, kind of really stubborn, and I want to say stuck in their ways because they're still open-minded. But once they figure out, like once they think that they have the truth or like the right way of doing something, then yes, they can be pretty stubborn. And really, I would say like indecisive sometimes, and kind of like here and there, black and white, like kind of like flip-floppy with things. So it's like, you know, sometimes when the indecisiveness kind of gets extreme, it kind of turns to like indecisive anxiety. So really flip-floppy and just kind of like all over the place. And that can probably result to being a little disloyal as well when they don't really know what they want. One thing that I will say is dating me. Now, I am a lover, all right? I'm a lover, and I do not like to play games. I don't play games. I do not play those, oh, I'm going to text him one day and wait 2 days so I can keep him waiting and text him again. Like, I don't do that. I feel like if I like someone and they like me, and it's kind of like a love at first sight thing, then I feel like we should just be in love. Like, the only thing that I calculate is my statistics on Shopify. I don't do all that strategic bullness with love. Like, because I feel like if I have to play games with you, number one, I won't do it. But if I feel like you're kind of playing games with me, or you kind of have too much going on in your life, you probably won't have a spot in my life, period. Or I just won't take you serious or respect it at all. So another quality dating an Aquarius is, one thing I can say about myself is I definitely like my space. Now, I like space. I love space, but I don't want too much space. Okay. So when it comes to like having a boyfriend, I feel like when you are in a mature state, they are very independent and they always love themselves first in a relationship. But in Aquarius, that is kind of like not in balance and kind of just probably has a little bit more maturing to do. They're clingy and they latch onto someone to make them feel whole. But with me, I don't. Sometimes when I feel like down or when I feel insecure, sometimes I can probably act a little clingy, but that doesn't usually last long. Like when I get back in my bag, I'm usually like, okay, I'm ready to get my space. I'm ready to do what I do and work and blah, 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 and leave me alone. So that's kind of like how I am with, really with anyone, with friends. I like space, not too much space, but more space than a little space. Another thing about dating an Aquarius is, honey, I need someone that's open. Okay. open-minded to people, especially to food, because I love trying food. Okay, you can't be the person with the ghetto taste buds and only eat chicken fingers and burgers everywhere you go, and you won't try anything. Like, it really irks me when people don't try stuff. Like, you have to have an open mind to be around me, because I do a lot of open-minded shit. So as far as like going to different type of events or being around different types of people, like, you need to be open-minded. Like, you need to be ready to explore this world with me. You know, one time I was at a diner with this guy, and the diner was like a little flamboyant. You know, you can tell that he was gay. And the guy that I was with was like talking all this mess, like, I don't want to eat Vegas, and I don't want to eat here, and blah, 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 blah. And he probably thought that he was looking like a man when he was saying that stuff, to make it seem like, oh, I'm just so anti-gay. But I really looked at him like, you a sucker. Because I don't even like that. Like, number one, you're being judgmental. Number two, you're homophobic. And number three, what does him being gay have to do with you? Like, is that making you uncomfortable? Are you uneasy right now? So I didn't like that. After that date, I seen him as very small-minded and closed-minded, and we didn't last. Long story short. Another thing that you will experience with an Aquarius is Aquariuses are very deep, okay? Meaning we seek knowledge in everything. We overanalyze everything. So someone that's like three-dimensional, really not deep at all, very shallow, and just like only knows things or talk about things a part of this matrix and really nothing spiritual, it's kind of like, we can't be together, because you can't challenge my mind. Like, I feel like it's one thing to be a part of the culture and, you know, to talk about celebrities and talk about this or even money, but like when it comes to real spiritual knowledge, like if a guy can go in about that subject, like that is like really attractive and really deep about anything. It doesn't even have to be just spiritual. It can be about family or just like things that show me that his character is something that I admire and respect. So if you're real three-dimensional, only talk about money and robbing niggas and the next rapper, then I'm probably not going to even think about you the next day, and I'm not going to take you serious at all. Like I said before, we are always seeking knowledge and a higher understanding for things. So if you can't teach me anything, like if you can't open my eyes to something that I've never, you know, thought about, then I'm gonna automatically think I'm smarter than you and deeper than you and I have a higher vibration than you, and I'm just gonna look at you like worldly or like three-dimensional or like kind of just like basic. Like just how you can have like a basic bitch, you can have a basic nigga as well. Like you can be basic. If you're not deep, if you can't teach me anything, if you really can't just expand my mind, you're basic. Last but not least, dating an Aquarius. Aquariuses are very creative people. Okay, we express ourselves with hair, makeup, painting, sculpture, art, clothing, any type of art expression. So when it comes to the way you dress, I respect a guy that can actually dress and actually have style and a sense of fashion more than I value a guy with name brand clothes on, right? So like if I have two guys, right, and I put them both in a thrift store, okay, one is kind of like a hipster type of style, but he can go anywhere and pick out pieces and really look fly. But the second guy, he only wears designer and he don't really know much about style, period. All he knows is how to look expensive. Both of them go in the thrift store, come out, and the guy that knows how to thrift comes out looking hella cute. You know what I'm saying? He done cut some cut some stuff up, he done bleached it, he done did some stuff to his outfit, but the other guy is lost in the sauce. Don't know where to start, don't know where to end with it. I would be way more attracted to the guy that has a creative side to him, because designer does not attract me. It does not drive me. Like, real creativity and real style is something that I respect, because I'm such a creative myself that when I see someone else that's as creative, like, it's impressive. I make money. Okay, I make money. I have a business. So someone that is able to afford something, or like designer or whatever, like, it doesn't impress me. Like, it doesn't make me say, ooh, you bought that. Like, you know, like, it doesn't do anything. Someone that's creative, I really admire. And yeah, so like a perfect date to me would probably be like a nature walk. A nature walk, probably up Stone Mountain or something, or some type of like refreshing exercise where I can just feel like refreshed and replenished and stuff like that. Or like you know, those what are they? I don't know what they're called. Oh, like the lazy rivers, where you're sitting in the little inflated boat and you kind of just like float along the river for like 2 hours and just look at beautiful nature. Like, that is a great date. Picnics, like picnics with good food, probably some champagne or wine or something, or we can get frisky with a little Hennessy or whatever. That's cool. Music, being at the studio, I love music. I love seeing how music is produced and engineered. So me being at the studio alone, I feel like it's a good date, as long as you're accommodating food and things like that. I'm not like a studio rat. I'm not here to snag a rapper. Also, like spas, just something relaxing and just like aesthetically just pleasing to my body and senses. Maybe like a wine tasting, just things that are just like that I can really experience, you know? Oh my gosh, restaurants. I love seafood and I love Ethiopian food and Indian food. So anywhere, especially an international type of restaurant, if we can go there and just experience new dishes and have like a plethora of just like hella different foods to try and stuff, like that would probably be the funnest date to me, to try different foods, because I love trying food, especially seafood. Eating, nature, massages, yeah, pretty much that. Oh, or traveling, traveling, getting out of here, going to the beach, flying out the country, like those experiences, you can't really forget stuff like that. So I love traveling, and if we were to fly anywhere and experience like a whole new city, like that will be an unforgettable date. So yeah. So turn-ons for me is a guy that looks very creative. I love hair. Now, not even just hair, but like I love locks. I love freeform. I love colored locks. Like, I love anything that looks different than a norm. I love tattoos, anything that has like creative expression and that's different, that sets you apart. I love it. Tattoos, piercings, jewelry, grills. Like, I'm a sucker for grills, I'm not gonna lie. And just when your style, like your outfit looks like creative, like you like put that together like in a weird, creative, intricate way, like I love that so much. And just being clean, looking clean, smelling good, you know, making it apparent that you have good hygiene, that's a great turn on. Yeah, gotta have good hygiene, gotta look creative, look put together but creative at the same time. And when you have like a good conversation where you can just talk about anything, like I can tell you have an old soul, I can tell you probably been here before, when you could just talk about stuff and you don't really have like, you know, like a small perception of the world, like you done been places, you done did things, you know what I'm saying? Like when you can just open my mind up to things and tell me some good stories, then I really like that, and that's really attractive. Another way to stimulate my mind is not just education, but it's comedy, it's funny, it's your sense of humor. If a guy is funny and is not really insecure about his jokes or his sense of humor, then that is so attractive to me. Like a guy that's just confident in his humor and knows he's funny and is gonna be cracking jokes all night, but not think that he looks like a goof, or you know, that he looks like not cool or something like that. Like a guy that is confidently funny, that's really attractive. And I'm pretty funny myself, especially when I'm on the lick. So if me and someone both drinking, we cracking jokes all night, and he look good, what? It's over with. So major turn-offs. Turn-offs is when you're just arrogant, cocky, don't really know your shit stank. I don't like that. I don't like that cockiness, that arrogant attitude. I don't like none of that. I don't like guys that are so reliant on designer clothes that literally value themselves on how much their outfit costs. Like, if that's all you want, and if that's the way you place value on yourself, it's like, that's just a turn off. It's like, boy, what? Like, what? Do you even have a purpose on this world? Like, what's going on? Especially no sense of humor. If you have no sense of humor, we can't really get along, because I love to laugh. And if you are one of those guys that have ghetto taste buds, now I'm not gonna hate. Everyone has their own preference, but if you really have ghetto taste buds, like you really don't want to try nothing, we're not gonna get along. We're not, because I love to try things. And if we can't try things and grow together, then I'm gonna have to grow without you. So you guys, that's just a few facts and qualities about Aquarius females. So if you're dating one, this video might help you a lot. I mean, it varies, you know. Everyone has like several signs. Main ones is a sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign. People have different life path numbers, and there's many different factors that go into someone's actual personality traits. But that's just the general facts of an Aquarius, just at a very basic general level. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're not subscribed to my channel already, make sure you go ahead and do that and turn on your notifications. See y'all later. I'm on myself to shit.